In just a mo, I'll give you a brief explanation behind each answer, linking vocabulary or contextual links between the text and the question. I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to, and take your time to find the vocabulary and contextual links that I'll be talking about. Are you ready? Let's go. For question 1, the answer is A. Not reading it myself in question 1 refers to the last line in A. In the end, I didn't bother with the book. In other words, the person didn't read it. I might do, in other words, he might read it, one day. For question 2, the answer is D. The lot of people being surprised in question 2 refers to the end of D, where it says something which many aren't expecting when they read the book for the first time. For question 3, the answer is B. The protagonists, Tom and Finn, are the main characters which are mentioned in question 3, and the idea about being shown in a positive light can be found in the text in B, where it says, who both come across as cheeky but likeable rogues. For question 4, the answer is given to you, so let's move on to the next question quickly. For question 5, the answer is C. The bit about reading the original version as a child can be found in the first sentence in C, where it says, of all of the books here that I read when I was growing up, this was the only one which wasn't adapted or abridged in any way. In other words, it was the only one that wasn't changed and in its original form. For question 6, the answer is B. This way of life which doesn't exist now can be found in the last sentence in B, where it talks about it being sad that young children can't play like Tom and his friends because of an interfering adult. Presumably there weren't any interfering adults back in those days. For question 7, the answer is E. The book which reminds Leroy of a period of his life can be found in E, where it's written, brings back memories of my teenage years when I lived in a house on a riverbank. For question 8, the answer is A. The educational aspect of the story can be found in A, where it says, we learnt a lot about how hard life was for the gold prospectors, and the girls were motivated to find out more. For question 9, the answer is C. The book that children will find easier is C. We know this because it's written, the language is still fairly accessible for younger readers, and there's less danger of them becoming frustrated with the style of writing. For question 10, the answer is E. The bit in E which allows us to identify the beginning of the book which gave Leroy ideas for the start of his latest work is where it's written, and the first chapter, ... provided the inspiration for the opening of my most recent novel, Harvest Mouse.